Welcome! These two plants belong to the same species. They are both Euphorbia obesa. And yet there is a huge difference between them, a difference that goes beyond the difference in size or difference in color. One plant is big, one small, just because the big plant is about 2 decades old and the young plant is only 3 years old. They are also a different color. The big plant has turned brown, and at the beginning when it started turning brown, I thought it was because I was doing something wrong with it. Maybe I didn't provide it with good conditions, but no, it's a normal aging process, and the plant on the left, when it is older, it will become brown too. Euphorbia obesa plants look exactly like cacti, and when they are young, they look exactly like astrophytum. And this is because they live in the same conditions as cacti do. Cacti are succulents from the Americas. Euphorbia obesa is from Africa. The conditions on an American desert are very much like the conditions on an African desert. When plants grow in similar environments, they also look alike, just because they are adapted to the similar conditions. And this is exactly the case here. Both cacti and this plant, both and Euphorbia obesa, are adapted to extremely dry conditions, and therefore they look very much alike. The difference that I would like to talk about stems from the fact that Euphorbia obesa is a dioecious species, which means that in this species, male flowers and female flowers occur on different plants. So we are looking at a female plant and a male plant. The one on the left is a female, the one on the right is a male. When I first bought my big plant years and years ago, I didn't know about the fact that it is a dioecious species. I just bought a Euphorbia obesa. And later on I learned that it's a male. And I always thought that it would be nice to have a female for him, but I never could find one. And only recently I was able to buy a female. It turned out that females are much more common than a male, so I was really lucky that when I bought my first Euphorbia obesa, I bought a male, because it's much easier to find a female plant than a male plant. These are female flowers. Each flower is actually a cluster of 3 flowers. It is called a dioecious, and it is it is something very unique to the euphorbias. So each flower, if pollinated, will produce 3 seeds. They grow from the very center of the plant, and once the plant grows, the flowers are pushed to the side and die, and then new flowers grow from the center. And these are male flowers, and they produce pollen. If we look at the plant from a different angle, we will see that the ribs of the plant are covered with pollen. This is an old flower. Again, it is being pushed aside by the new flowers that develop closer to the center of the plant. The flower died, but the pollen here is still viable. I hope you like my Euphorbia obesa plants. I hope you find it an interesting species. I certainly do. Thank you so very much for watching. Have a good day.